Hello friends, that was Reverie by Tchaikovsky from his album for the young. I hope you enjoyed my performance. Today we'll be talking about how we construct a music piece and how we construct phrases. But before I start, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Okay, now we're starting. So, how do we construct a piece? We have to understand, is there parts in the piece? And what are the parts? Is there anything repeats or not? So in this piece, as you noticed, the first part actually repeated at the end of the piece. So the piece has three-part construction. We can call it A, B, A. Now, when we talk about construction of the music piece, we can think of and compare it to the narrative story in the book, how the story in the book constructed. So for example, the chapters of the book we could see as a compositions movements. If it's a big composition like symphony or concerto or another piece, piano piece, which has a few movements like sonata or something else, these are the chapters, like. And paragraphs in the book, we can think of the sections of the piece. And we can think of sentences in the book, like music phrases. And we can think of single words, like motifs. And we can think of the single letters, like single sound in music. Let us take a look at the first phrase in A section and how it's constructed. I consider it as a first phrase. It consists of the four measures. The first two measures we can think as a motif. So here is that first motif. Now in the second motif, so when we think of the phrase and how we produce the long phrase, we definitely have to think where is the first motif ends and where is the first motif starts, and so that we keep listening and continue the end of the first motif to the second, to the beginning of the second motif. So for instance, right there we have a long note, half note, and then the second motif starts. So before it starts, we have to listen to that long note A. And then the second motif, when we start, we have to start with the same dynamics as that A dying away right now. And then we can do crescendo. So we always have to think and listen to the long notes. What are the expressive tools we can use when we build phrases and just in general play expressively? Definitely it's dynamic, so crescendo, diminuendo. Timing, yeah, we call it rubato. Agogics. It's like when, if we compare it with the book, we can think where we put commas and where we put period. So right there, certainly I wouldn't put any comma, but I definitely would use dynamic, so I would use crescendo, and I definitely would use some timing. So see, I'm using crescendo to go to the second measure, and also I'm using time. I kind of stretch the repetitive note E, allowing it to be like with more effort. crescendo. Again, time. Next phrase. So again, we would use crescendo and some timing and agogics at the end of this second phrase. Right there, it's like a little comma. Also, the composer puts poco ritenuto at the end of the phrase, so we are definitely welcome to use this ritenuto. Now, when we play large intervals in a phrase, for instance, this is one, this is interval of seventh, we definitely would take some time, and how to play it more expressively, we would use just more motion in our palm, in our finger. It's like when we walk, we will walk from one leg, from one foot to another foot. And then next one also. Now, where is the climax of this first section? I think it is close to the end of the section. It's in the second paragraph, so I will play the second paragraph, which basically consists the same music material as the beginning, the first phrase, but the second phrase is different. And here we have that climax and that second phrase. So here it is. So definitely that climax is right here. And definitely we would use more crescendo, and composer puts forte. And we also use some time. This repetitive note, A. And right after this climax, right after that A, we do diminuendo, so softer. A is the loudest, and then softer, much softer. And then composer says piano. So I hope you enjoyed this video today, and I invite you to continue to work on the piece. There is a second section of the piece, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.